This is a UTP tutorial about the DV500 camera. We're just going to go over some things about the camera, where certain things are and what some of those things do. We're going to start here with the power button. Zoom it in here a little bit. Power button is in the bottom left hand corner, and if you turn it on, you'll see that the screen lights up. If the screen doesn't light up, then you have a problem, you have an issue somewhere. So just know that once the screen is green, it means it's on and you're working. We'll stay down here in the bottom right for a second here, and we have some different things going on here. We have white balance, output, and gain. We won't worry about VTR right now. White balance, there is 3 different settings. You can see me moving them. There's preset A and B, if you can see that. Those are different settings for if you're outside or inside. The director, the producer, will tell you which one to go to. We have output, and this is between camera and bars. If you go all the way down, you see that it says bars right there. I'll show you in a little bit what the bars looks like in the camera, but bars are important because you can calibrate all of your cameras to look the exact same and produce the same image, which is important. And then gain here, enhances the brightness, you could say, but it enhances the brightness from the camera itself. I'll show you what that does in a second here too. In fact, I'll turn the camera here, and I'll show you what those 3 things do. So here's the eyepiece. You can look through that, or you can pull it up, and you see the screen that way. We'll zoom in here a little bit more on the screen. Alright, first thing we'll do is you can't really tell from the white balance things, but we'll go to bars. From your output, you move it over to where it says bars, and bam, you can see the bars on there. Bars are important, like I said, to calibrate the cameras. Next thing we'll do is the gain, and hopefully you'll be able to tell just the brightness from the screen at what it does. So we're on low, there's medium, and there is high. The only problem with gain you have to be careful with is it makes the image very grainy if you put it on high. So if when you're in here, you'll put it on, you can tell that it's grainy, and it kind of distorts the images, like the outside, the edges of the image you were filming. We'll stay here for a second, and I'll show you what the iris does, and then I'll show you where the iris is on the camera after this. The iris actually makes the image brighter or darker, but it's from the lens. And as you see me, I'll spin it here. You can tell that it's getting darker. And that's what the iris does. Alright, I'll show you the iris here right now. We'll spin it. Alright. Alright, so here's the lens. When I was just spinning, like I said, it's called the iris, and that is this right here. If you can tell, there's a bunch of different numbers. Those are called stops, f-stops, and there's 4, 2.8, 5.6, 8. They're different stops, and it tells you how bright or dark it is. What we have over here is manual focus, so you can focus on your image. You can make sure it's not fuzzy. What we have on the other side, what I'll show you in a second, is zoom in and out, and you push it and you see this thing move. That's zooming in and out, which is important. Alright, we'll we'll go to the back of the camera here again real quick, and then I'll show you what I was pushing. Here's the back of the camera. You see DC input right there. That's what you plug into this is the power. I'm not gonna pull it out and show you because this cable's not doing too well. But that's where you plug it in for your power, so the camera can turn on. Alright, now we're on the right side of the camera here. Zoom it out a little bit. Here's ooh, that is, there we go. Back in focus. This is monitor out. This is very important. This is where you plug the camera, or this is what the camera gets plugged into, or I don't even know what. BNC cables. This is what a BNC cable is. It's kind of out of focus again, apparently. But you plug it in and you turn it and it locks. And this cable you hook from here into the TriCaster or the ATEM, and that's how you get your image to the TriCaster or the ATEM, is through this monitor out. And that's how the director and the technical director can make the show from all the different cameras. You have to plug it into here and then turn it, and it's locked. It's not going anywhere. Well, we won't worry about system out right now, but that, just know this is monitor out, and this is very important. This is where you plug in your BNC cable, and it either goes into the TriCaster or it goes into a converter for the ATEM, and then from the converter to the ATEM. And then the last thing I'll talk about here is, wow, it's kind of low, or the camera's low. But there's the manual. There's zoom in and out, like I was showing you. And then there's a button right here for the iris. It's called autofocus, and you can either go manual or auto. That's simple. It's what it is. Just wanted to let you know this is a brief tutorial about the DV500 camera, and hopefully that helps.